Hello, I hope you're okay. Today's video is going to be about where to put your blush, bronze and highlight so that you're hitting the right parts of the face. But I thought it's not going to take me too long to do my whole face, so I'm just going to do all of my makeup very quickly before I get to the actual placement of those things. So I'm going to start with some CC cream all over. This might look a little bit warm on me today because I need to do a tan. But this morning I shaved my legs and tonight I'm going to do my tan and my nails because tomorrow me and my friends are doing a pub quiz indoors on Skype or Zoom or something. We haven't quite figured that out, and we're going to have a big night out but inside. So I've got lots to get my tan and nails and everything ready for. But I am looking quite fair today. So I'm just going all over with this on a nice fluffy brush. Blend it down the neck a little. I mean, I definitely have got, look at that. My mum always says to me, like, she just dreads to see me in white because I'll always manage to spill something on myself. And here I am doing my face, nowhere near the neck of that top, and I've managed to spill something on it. But anyway. And then on the cheeks and the chin, I'm just going to press a little bit more product on to build up that coverage. Lovely. There we go. Okay, now I'm just going to go in with a little bit of brow pencil. I'm going to keep my makeup super fresh today. I'm actually doing a little video after this for It Cosmetics. We've got some QVC shows next week, but we obviously aren't going in. So we're just preparing lots of videos and things in advance from home. So I'm getting cracking on some of those this evening as well. Now I'm going in with nice fine, I mean you can really see the before and after there, can't you? I'm just going to take the spoolie and brush the fluffy corners so that that looks nice. And I always like my brows to look a bit more sharp through there and a bit softer on the inner corners. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. Now this is the third one of my at-home makeup school videos, so I'm just listening to your suggestions of what you would like a little lesson on. And funnily enough, bronze, blush and highlight placement was something that came up quite a few times. So I'm really looking forward to having this one ticked off. But if there is anything in particular you want to see or learn, please feel free to send me a little note and I'll work my way through little topics and requests as they come. Okay, brows are on, lovely. Now, before I do my mascara, I'm just going to really set everything in with some powder on a small brush. I'm going to really set that eye area. I've said this a few times recently, but if you're finding that your concealer is creasing around the eyes, just make sure you're going in with a little bit more powder. I'm actually going to set the whole face with some powder today because I'm going in with powders on top of this cream. So top tip from me is, if you're using a cream foundation and then you're using like a powder, bronze or blush over the top, just set the whole face with a little bit of powder, because then if anything's going to cling to any creamier areas, it'll be this invisible powder that no one's going to see anyway, as opposed to if your blush or your bronze clung, you'd get patches because that's got pigment in it. Now I know I'm going all over the skin, but I'm pressing so lightly with that so that it doesn't move the coverage that I've just built up. And now I'm gonna, I don't know where to put anything because we're all in different rooms of the house at the moment. Friends is on, my dad absolutely loves that. So he's in the living room where I'm usually doing these videos, and I didn't have the heart to hunt him out because there's been a few times today where I've had to reposition who's in which room. So I'm on the floor in the front room and I'm balancing all my products on various chairs. But that is the very least of our worries, I think, at the moment, isn't it? If that's all I've got to worry about, touch wood, I've got no complaints. Okay, just building some mascara. And I'm looking down into the hand mirror. That's a tip my friend Quaylon taught me, to really capture every single lash. You can really get to the root if you look down into your hand mirror when you're doing your mascara. Now, for some reason, I've really been a bit messy there, but never mind. Here we go. That's building up quite nicely. Now, hopefully, because I applied lots of powder around that eye area, I won't get any spill from the mascara. So if you're like me and you tend to have a bit of an oilier eyelid and you sometimes find that mascara's pressed, that will really be a good way to eliminate that. There we go, fab. Okay, now let's get started with blush, bronze and highlighter placement. So I'm going to start first of all with a really fluffy brush and my bronzer. Now, if you're like me and you've got blonde hair, you might actually want to literally put your hand like over the hairline to make sure you don't get any bronzer there. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but if you've got bronzer in your blonde hair as often as I have, you'd be doing it with no questions asked. So this brush is really nice and soft, which I love because I don't want any harsh lines. I want a really soft, natural looking flush. And I'm going to take this bronzer through the forehead, through that temple, and all the way through the lowest part of that cheek. Now, I'm going to go through the top of the forehead there. You don't need to be as dramatic as me with the hands if you don't have fresh blonde roots to contend with. No, just going right the way around that hairline. This is a really great tip as well. Someone said to me yesterday, oh, by the way, I've got some excess product on my foundation brush, and if I start seeing any patches, which I already have, I'm just going to use that to tidy up. Someone said yesterday, top tips for slimming effect makeup, and this for me that I'm going to show you is one of the most slimming things you can do for your face. Now, personally, I love taking a little bit down my nose, just gently, because I think if the sun had naturally hit you, it would have hit you there as well. Let me straighten my hair out a little bit. So that can be really great for giving it a natural looking finish. Just going to very gently do, what did I see that referred to as once? Bird's wings technique. So I've literally gone round the forehead, round these cheeks, a little bit down the nose, and I've left everywhere else. To be honest with you, if I'd bothered to do my fake tan yet, I would have gone underneath here and taken it in a complete 3 shape. But because I haven't tanned, I mean, I'm already trying my luck wearing this shade of CC cream, never mind if I start putting any bronzer near there. So I'm just gonna let the sleeping dogs lie. Now I'm going to go in with a nice small fluffy brush. In fact, yeah, I'm going to save that for my highlighter. I'm going to go in with a medium fluffy brush, and I'm going to take my blusher. Now with your blush, I think it's crucial to just tap off any excess before you go into your face. It's much easier to build up than it is to take down. And then if you smile, the fullest part of those cheeks is where you want that blush colour to go. Just very gently going to merge that in with that bronzer. So you've got a nice seamless wash. Now I'm looking at that being picky and thinking, I've got a few little lines there. Not to worry. I'm going to blur over everything using my highlighter. So, highlighter, nice smallish fluffy brush. Now you can use this to correct any mistakes. First of all, if I smile, the fullest parts of my face are there and there. So I'm going to take this along there. If you're concerned with any fine lines, take this a little bit lower than your eye orbital bone. Just under there will still give you that glow when you smile, but it will miss any of those fine lines. And then I'm actually going to take a little bit, see where that blush is meeting the natural skin. I want to blur that over, and I want this to bounce the light, which you can see, and take away any kind of join there. I'm also going to take a little bit on my brow bones to really make that brow stand out and just make all of this look really polished. I'm going to take a tiny bit on the inner corners of the eyes. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, my eyes look a little bit dull today, and I think it's because, do a little bit on the end of the nose and a little bit there. I think it's because I was a bit bad last night and I just used a micellar water to take my makeup off as opposed to doing a proper cleanse. But then, anywhere that you just want a little bit of a glow, I'm going to go above those brows. I've got no real product on there, just literally the excess. Just going to add a tiny bit of glow. And there's a really nice, natural, fresh face. Just to finish off, I'm going to go in with a nice, bright pink lippy, because I feel like whenever I wear my makeup like this, if you wear a nice, bright lip, it pulls it all together. And you still feel really done. Love that. Now, I'm just gonna plump up those lips a bit, you know what I'm like. And I'm gonna have to shake my legs out because they have actually gone a bit dead, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, well there you go. Hope you enjoyed and learned something new, and I will see you again tomorrow. Do let me know if there's anything in particular you want to see.